Hi, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Week reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, be it LCBs or singles, and after I listen to them all week, I come back here and I review them. I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release. TAYA of Hillsong United solo self-titled debut album. TAYA of Hillsong United solo self-titled debut. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here, stylistically. Definitely a pop alternative worship feel overall. With some R&B influence as well. And also, another thing I gotta say about the sound, TAYA has a really good voice. Like it when she hits the high notes in particular, pretty powerful to hear on this album. And as for the lyrics here, love the honesty of the lyrics here. TAYA talks about how she is weak and worn out from a cloudy, uncertain future, but she lays down her burdens to Jesus, the God of grace, who knows all about the crushing, who in his love is within her in the crushing, though she doesn't deserve it because of her sin, and who is knocking at the door of her heart with his mercy shown on the cross, till she surrenders to that mercy, and in light of that love, she unashamedly and graciously shares the hope of a heavenly brand new day that she's found in Jesus with others. Up next, Aaron Cole's new single, Glory. Aaron Cole's new single, Glory. So before I dive into it, let me just say this is part of something Aaron Cole is currently doing called Cole Season 2, where he's dropping a new single every single month. And this is the second single in that series, and this single is called Glory. Pretty good song here, stylistically, definitely a hard-hitting trap banger with some gospel influence from the high-pitched gospel samples in Glory. And as for the vocals here, Aaron Cole definitely raps. On his vocals in the song. And also there's bass and drums backing him up on the beat. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Aaron Cole talks about how he was counted out in his hardships that just matured him, but he worked hard, and thanks to God's grace, he's living his dream of giving him glory. Up next, ICF Worship's new album. ICF Worship's new album, Here's to the One We Love. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Stylistically, definitely modern worship for about 5 of the songs, but 3 of the songs definitely do contain some more pop worship sound as well. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. They talk about surrendering in faith to follow Jesus through all the highs and lows for his unchanging love that goes before us, that he showed on the cross when he died on the cross to redeem us from sin and give us new life. Up next, Jonathan Cain of Journey's solo album, Arise. Journey keyboard player Jonathan Cain's new solo album, Arise. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Stylistically, definitely a contemporary pop rock worship feel. And as for the lyrics here, love the bold faith expressed here on this album. Jonathan Cain talks about surrendering his life to follow the Lord Jesus' leading in bringing in bold faith the word of praise and prayer for God and His grace to revive our divided land under God and set it free from fear. Up next, our last release for today, the GFM Band, Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh's new EP, Framing My Perception. The GFM Band, Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh's new EP, and Rockfest Records' debut, Framing My Perception. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good EP here. Stylistically, definitely a fusion of metal and punk, with some electronic influence at times. Vocally, they scream on most of the songs and sing on all the songs. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. The GFM Band, Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh, talks to this person who is complacently stuck in his or her belief in the toxic lie of fear that his or her back is hopelessly against the wall. But GFM says this doesn't have to last if the person instead chooses to not give in to the fear and put courage into God that will see him or her through as he or she chooses to move towards a life worth living for. Well, that's it for this week. Come back next week for 5 more releases. If you like what I saw in the video, please subscribe. I put out videos every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time. Also, if you have any thoughts on today's releases or what I may have said about them, let me know down in the comments below. Also, in the comments, you can let me know if there's any awesome releases that came out today that you want to see in next week's video. Also, check out the playlist section for my Music Above the Dreams playlist, available here on YouTube and also on Spotify. And the new edition of the playlist this month, the edition for the month of June, includes songs from artists like Hobie, Niall Horan, Rachel Platten, Bruno Mars, and others. So go and check that out if you're interested. Well, go now. See you next week.